I imagined her walking down the wooden staircase from her back deck, touching the inconspicuous flowers that surrounded the entrance to her little garden. I pictured the sunny smile on her face while she bent over, dipping her hand into the shallow water. My only hope was that I could spend the evening talking with her again, because she has so many great stories about Mom. Like the time Mom took her to a painting class a few years ago. When Mrs. Clark found out she had cancer, she didn't leave the house for weeks. Mom finally convinced her to take a long drive through the countryside to grab her attention away from the uncertainty surrounding her sickness. When they pulled up to an art studio, Mrs. Clark realized Mom's intention. They sat holding each other's hands in the crowded parking lot for an hour because Mrs. Clark refused to go inside. That was the moment Mom told Mrs. Clark something she said changed her life. Your choice to live or die is moment by moment, Mom said. It has absolutely nothing to do with your disease or your circumstances. Every day you can choose love or fear, and your ability to choose freely is your gift from God. When Mrs. Clark describes the inspirational moment, I can practically hear the rasp in Mom's voice and see the passion in her eyes as she leant over the console to transfer her magnetic energy into Mrs. Clark. She said things like that to me all the time. Every day before I left for school, she told me that my attitude would always decide my day, and she even put the same sticky note on my bathroom mirror every morning that said, "I believe in you." I would give anything to hear one of her raspy old rants right now. "Hey, Mr. Clark, how's it going?" I said, approaching his Cadillac with a nervous smile. "It's been a great day, Oliver," Mr. Clark said. "The work you put in last night was remarkable." "Thanks, Mr. Clark. I can't tell you how nice it was watching her walk into the garden after she realized what you had done last night," he said with tears pooling behind his semi-smudged eyeglasses. His description of her as she entered the garden is exactly how I pictured it in my mind this morning. I pretend not to notice the tiny tear falling down his rounded cheek, but he doesn't even seem to care. It almost looks like he's enjoying it. I don't want to stare, but I can't help but wonder if those are the happy tears Mom always talked about. "No worries, Mr. Clark. I'm glad I could put a smile on her face," I said, looking deep down into the exposed cracks in the asphalt. Emphatically grabbing my chin with his right hand, Mr. Clark lifts my head. With our noses an inch apart, the strong chemical smell from the degreaser is overpowering. I don't want to look directly at him, but he's giving me no choice. "Listen to me, Oliver," he says, pausing for a moment to make sure I know he's dead serious. "Your mom will be so proud of you." As I take a short breath to suppress my visible emotion, he releases my chin and reaches into his front pocket, handing me a sealed envelope.